What is going on YouTube? It's Phil here back with another video. So it's 44 days of semen retention for me. No slip, slop, fap, apps or relapse. Going pretty well. I'm trying to make a couple more midweek kind of videos and definitely the weekly check-in on the semen retention Sunday. So that's 44 days. I just went for a big walk. I decided not to do my usual meditation. Instead, I went for a big walk today through the state forest near me. Probably an hour and a half good walk, listening to some EMDR beats, and then got home, did my gratitude journal, and just did a bit of tidying up. But during the walk, actually, a lot of stuff came up. I actually was able to cry a little bit, and it was really unexpected. I actually had a bit of grief come up over some things that happened a little while ago over the previous household I was in. I mentioned on another video where it was a bit of a shit show and I had to move out and it all got really nasty, but kind of fell out with an ex-mate over a dog, and I really missed the dog. And when the dog ended up dying, it was this whole thing. And I only found that out later, and I never really got the chance to say goodbye and to grieve and let go of that. So a lot of that just came out of nowhere, and I was able to kind of just be with that and have a bit of a cry behind my sunglasses while I was walking. And that sort of took me a bit by surprise, and just some other things came up from like previous relationships and just a bit of grief that I don't think I'd processed yet, which came up. And I feel a lot kind of lighter after that. So I think I actually might have cleared some of that, a bit of a backlog of grief. And I know that from past experience, that I've had to process a lot of grief from my teenage years, from my childhood, from growing up as a young man, that I just really bottled up and locked down inside. And for a long time, long time, I couldn't even cry. I was just like my face was just like locked down. I couldn't move, I couldn't smile, I couldn't cry, I couldn't express anything. And I had to really go back and kind of teach myself almost, or relearn how to cry, relearn how to connect with that, with the grief and sadness in myself. That I just wouldn't let myself feel anything because I was so shut down. So that was a big, probably a few years ago now, that I first was able to cry again. For a long time, for like 20 years, I couldn't cry. And then, so now I can again, but I still know there's like a backlog of things to be processed. But I actually felt like I cleared another little part of that today, just randomly out of nowhere. So I kind of instinctively knew today. I just got up and thought, well, should I do my meditation? I thought, no, I'm just going to go for a walk instead, like a big long walk through the state forest. I just felt like I needed to do that. So I went with my instincts, with my gut, and did that. And yeah, it really almost feels like I knocked something loose. So yeah, I'm sort of glad and I'm proud that I listened to my body on that one. And maybe those EMDR, I had the EMDR sort of ping-ponging binaural left to right sort of in my headphones going on. And I know EMDR has definitely been helpful for me to process things in the past. So yeah, that was kind of cool. So tomorrow will be 45 days, and that's like, I think everyone in SR and NoFap and all that sort of knows that 90 days is kind of this little benchmark. It's held up to be kind of the first real I guess landmark, or hitting 90 days is seen as a big achievement. And there's some, I don't know how true this is, but there is a bit of research has gone into this, and a lot of experiential, like people anecdotally trying this stuff, and seem to have arrived at this sort of around 90 days is when a lot of those neural pathways have rewired and the brain has recovered, and there's a big shift. So tomorrow will be 45 days, halfway on the way to 90 days. And this is around about the time that things really start to change for me from previous SR experiences. I've done this a few times. I've done some 6-monthly runs before. So yeah, I'm halfway to 90 days. Trying not to get ahead of myself, just trying to take it one day at a time and be in the moment, be present with everything that comes up. But that's something to note. So I'll try and actually do a video for my 45 days tomorrow. If I have time before work, I'll try and get that one in. But yeah, just keeping you guys all updated with what's going on. So I'm still on the path, still staying strong. No slip, slop, fap, apps, relapse for me. I feel really good after that walk today, really grounded and centered and calm and serene. So yeah, that I'll probably leave it here today. I don't want to make it too long, but yeah, if you're on the journey, if you're doing SR, if you're thinking about doing semen retention, get in on it, join in, post a comment below. Doesn't matter where you are on the journey. If you just started, if you're a veteran, 1 day, 10 days, 1,000 days, drop a comment below. Let us know how you're going, what you're struggling with, wins you're having, experiences, anecdotes, observations. It's all good. Drop a comment below. And yeah, I'll see you for the next video. That's all for me today. Catch you hopefully tomorrow on the next one.